All right, y'all. What's crappening? It's time from the dose. The dose from TZL, man. Come and get this dose, man. Come and get your cup full of head right. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you drink from this cup of head right. As you listen to this stuff, man, because I'm telling you, the stuff that's going out there to make you crazy, man. The world's going crazy, and we need some sort of, a sip of sanity. That's where this cup comes in really handy. So, that being said, let us digest on this lunacy that has come across my desk, man, that I'm trying to stay interested in, man. Well, I'm interested in sanity, man. I ain't interested in all this nonsense that's going on out there, but I am interested in trying to promote some sanity. What's up, man? I see you coming on up in here. I'll just, trying to keep my roll going. So, if I don't like say, hey, hi to everybody by name, because I take this stuff and I make a podcast out of it, man. So, we got to try to keep it like, radio, got to give it a radio rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got that face for radio as it is. But anyway, so let's talk a little bit about this, some of the craziness that's going on out there. And we'll go ahead and start with the exchange that went on between Dr. I spell his name Fauci, Fauci, right? Man, because he's got a lot of fake, a lot of fake news coming out of that cat, man. I hear Dr. Hey, if Dr. Fauci wants us to get that jab, man, I would just take a jab for that. It's like I hear that dude speak. It's like, man, I think I need a shot after that. Right? I need some ointment, something. I need to see a doctor, after hearing that cat, man, a shower or something, man, because that dude is just dripping with something infectious that you just don't want. Anyway, so I be trying to eat my cereal in the morning, man, and you got booger flicking Fauci, man, just Fauci, booger flicking Fauci, drop something in my cornflakes, man. Hey, you keep that stuff, man, and you take that on back to the NIH or whichever, and you keep it out of my breakfast cereal. So at any rate, Fauci and Rand Paul had them some dialogue. And long story short, man, it looks like Dr. Fauci is trying to say that the NIH or and also the NIAID didn't give money for this gain of function of research. And Rand is like, yeah, man, yeah, you did. And Fauci's like, no, I didn't. And Rand is like, yes, you did. It's almost like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, duck season, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season. And it actually worked, man. It's like, Rand Paul actually did just turn around, as Bugs Bunny did turn around and say, okay, rabbit season, fine, whatever. And then just like Daffy Duck, Fauci fell for it and then went right into it and still going to sit there and try to say, no, we didn't. But actually we did. But this is, it's like, no, dude, no, you straight up busted. So it's like, you're going to sit there and say that you never gave money over for, you never gave over funds for gain of function. And what you're going to try to, you're even going to try to use some intermediary nonsense. It's like, look, man, so basically what you're going to say is that we didn't give them money. We gave these people money. And then these people gave the money over to gain of function research. It's like, okay, well, dude, in your job, like, doesn't it include research? And so when we're talking about this medical money, you didn't research where it went. You don't seem to vet things very well, man. It's like you just go. So what that tells me, dude, is that you're either lying or you're incompetent. Right. So it's like, which one is it? You're lying, incompetent, or you really don't vet well when it comes to the research or where your money is going. So now that being said, as far as the Wuhan researchers go, they're either throwing you under the bus because you're listed, man, among their group of sponsors. So even they're saying, yeah, dude, this where the money came from. So either they're throwing you under the bus or you're throwing them under the bus as liars. So, which one is it? Obviously, man, I think it's pretty obvious to the rest of us. Something doesn't sit right. It smells quite Fauci. I mean, it smells quite fishy, right? And so that being said, it's like, man, this whole thing is an obvious attack against our nation, and people are being played into it, and we're being dosed, being told to take a shot of something that ain't really kosher, man. So anyway, before YouTube gets all mad and cuts me off for questioning the vaccine and questioning this whole event with COVID, let me go ahead and move on to something else before YouTube gets all mad and stuff like that. Let's talk about Nancy Pelosi and Biden praising moms on on Mother's Day. That happened this past week. And how did and this is their idea of this is the liberal idea of praising mothers on a mother. This is the so-called progressive idea of praising mothers, is that women are going to now be called birther. What do they call them now? Birthing. They're the birthing people. That sound like the cone heads, man. Remember the cone heads back from Saturday Night Live, the parental units, you know, or I don't know, remember what they called them, something like that. And so what is it with these so-called woke feminists, man, these freaky feminist people giving the feminism a bad names, and it's already rooted in pride anyway, man. It's you know, how about we just be God-fearing people, man, and just honor, you know, the sex that we have, man, and you know, and just be thankful to God for it and go from there instead of trying to exalt ourselves above each other, you know, based on something that we had no control over in the first place. You know, but I guess people, you know, because they had no control over it, they want to take control of it. And being that, okay, well, I was born a man, but since I didn't have any control over it, I want to take control of my destiny. I want to be a woman, right? Or vice versa. It's like I was born a woman, but that's not good enough for me. I want to take control of my destiny and I want to be a man. That's dumb. And that's dumb. So I don't even understand, you know, and this is what the so-called feminist movement has led to. It's insane, man. And I talk about this, y'all, in my audio book, A Solid Right Cross. You can listen to it for free on my website, bronzeserpentmedia.com. But you know, if you want to get the deluxe version, like on Audible or something like that, we got all the bookmarks and stuff like that. I recommend you get that too. You know, but you can listen to it for free, man. I just want to get the word out there. But at any rate, y'all, these so-called woke women, you know, or woke pro women people, all they're doing, y'all, is stripping the distinction of motherhood away from women. And just really quick, man, I want to say holla to I got my dude James Hall, Restoring Heroes. We got my dude Aircraft Sparky. So I hope you guys check out their channels, man. We got sometimes, you know, I got my dude Hard Boiled Entertainment stops in, and we got you know, so we got some conservative people in media up in here, man, that we want to be able to support, man. So if you guys see them in there, and for my folks who are in here who are doing conservative media, you got a channel, you promote media, stuff like that, go ahead and feel free to say, yes, I got a channel, put your link in there and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that, man, we want to be able to create an army of artists, man, in service of the king. So make sure that we're supporting each other, y'all. But if I don't call you out by name, forgive me if I didn't see you in the feed, because, you know, I'm trying to concentrate. I'm not a very good multitasker. I can multitask on the drums, man. I got my independence on there. But when it comes to things like this, I kind of suck at it. So, but feel free to make sure you leave a link to your channel and stuff like that. And I encourage y'all to check out their work and, you know, and be supportive, man, and be prayerful about these folks who are trying to get the truth out there. So anyway, y'all, we're talking about you so-called these woke women out there. They're stripping the distinction of motherhood away from women. I want to talk about these people as dude, how harvest sounding is that? That sounds like we're just setting up people for harvesting, just women as breeders. And I thought that was an insult back in the day. You weren't supposed to see women as just breeders, barefoot and pregnant and all that. And now here it is. These people are talking about them as birthing persons. Dude, that's almost as dumb as like saying it's an insult to call black people colored, but we're gonna call them people of color. It is. This semantics, man, that these people are playing, man, is goofy as all get out, man. So at any rate, you know, this stuff that they're playing, man. So now we're gonna call these, because I guess, you know, in their fantasy, you know, if a man decides that he wants to be a woman, maybe at some point he can become a birthing person too. It's supposed to be an all-inclusive term. You want to be a man and consider yourself a woman, then I guess, you know, you could be a birthing person. I don't know what they're gonna like you know, somehow put a baby in you and you can pretend like, you know, okay, put the baby in me. Now take it back. I gave birth. You know, what? You know, come on, man. Is it women? Seriously, feminists. How do you do that? How do you just allow, you know, man, we've been asking this for a long time. How you just gonna sit there and allow men to culturally appropriate your gender? They don't go through what you go through, but you gonna give them you gonna allow them the distinction to do that? You always talk about how men are taking things from you and they just, you know, they're bullies and all this sort of stuff. And you just gonna let a man bully themselves in a way and be calling women? you know, and vice versa, men. It's like, you know, you just gonna let women come in and just take, you know, it's bad enough. It's like, you know, we talk about men who walk around, you know, with the women having the testicular lockbox and stuff like that. Now you just go give it to them. It's like, you know, here, let me just go ahead and cut this thing off. I'm a woman, yay. You know, it's like, come on, man, what the heck is happening here? You know, but you know, the Bible's warned us about this, man. This ain't nothing new. This has been going on for thousands of years, man. We just cycling back through it again, and it's just become the fashion of the day again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're back here, and so we got this birthing people. You got this so-called culture replacing femininity, right, with something as obscure as birthing people. You know, it don't make any sense. Right? Of course, you know what I mean. And when I say that, it's rhetorical. We understand what's going on, man. We get it. And so basically, they're eliminating themselves. It's like, you know, you so-called woke feminists, you women, you're eliminating yourselves. You are allowing the distinction, the distinctive qualities of what it is to be a woman to be obscured. Why would you do that? And you think that we're hey, you know, you talk about us Republicans being anti. No, women. Be women. I respect you as a woman in the order of the Lord and the value that the Lord has placed on you. I respect that. And that's the safest place for a woman. That is the most encouraging environment for a woman to be in and thrive and be all that she can be. Right? If you stick to the order of the Lord. But this right here, you think that we're anti-women while your progressive side is doing everything it can to eliminate you and obscure what it is to be a woman? Oh man, come on. Y'all got it totally twisted. You got it totally backwards. And if this in this right here, I am in total encouragement of you guys eliminating this worldview that you have. I don't want women to be eliminated the way that you guys are doing. You guys are eliminating yourselves. I don't want that to happen. You know, but this worldview that you have, oh yeah, you got my full support of eliminating that. Yeah, go ahead and cancel yourselves out, right? But the mindset that you have, cancel that out. But you know, by the will of the Lord, man, I want you to thrive in the way that the Lord has it designed. That's the best. That's the best. But y'all have forsaken that, and you're killing yourselves, man. Killing yourselves. Let's take a look at Joel B. Pollak at I think this is coming from, it's coming from Breitbart, talking about man, we've had these you know, make sure we keep you know, Israel in our prayers, man. We got this attack that's going on in Israel, and you got Soros, Darth Soros. Darth Soros, man, is he's funding you know, he got his tentacles all over the place, man. So it's like he's got this funding for these climate change activists among, you know, his different groups, the Sunrise Movement, and they're backing the Palestinians. You know, they stand in solidarity with the Palestinians against Israel. And once again, man, that this misguided hate appropriation that these people put on us, man, the stigma that they pay, y'all barking up the wrong tree. Right? You barking up the wrong tree. You want to, you got these Democrats, you got these lefties and you know, on who share this end of the spectrum worldwide, right? They want to try to accuse, you know, the people on the right, consider, you know, specifically American conservatives, right? American Republic, you know, Republicans here in America. They want to accuse us of anti-Semitism. It's really, you want to accuse us of that. You know, you guys are standing, you Soros folks, you Democrats, you leftists, you so-called progressives and all that sort of stuff. Y'all the ones standing in solidarity with people firing missiles into Israel. And y'all want to call us anti-Semitic. You Democrats, you want to call Republicans Nazis. Yet you side with Islam. Right? Just like Hitler, who is allied with Muslims. You guys don't seem to see how much y'all have in common with the people that you accuse. Democrats, the founders of the KKK. And we know how much the KKK hated Jews. And that still lives on today with the Democrat Party. They despise the Jews. Even the Jews who vote en masse for the Democrat Party hate other Jews. The Democrat Party, who for some reason, the Jews gravitate to the Democrat Party, and the Jews that gravitate to the Democrat Party are self-hating Jews. And Soros is one of them, right? He's Hungarian, but you know what I'm saying? These people who end up on the left end of the spectrum, they hate Jews, right? So these grossly projecting leftists, progressives, Democrats, liberals, right? And yes, they're liberals. I can't stand when people say you shouldn't call them liberals. Yes, they are. They're totally liberals, right? At the end of the day, you get a liberal in office, they're going to take liberties with your rights, with a liberal interpretation of the Constitution, liberal with your rights, liberal with taxing your money, liberal with spending your money, liberal with borrowing money, liberal with who qualifies as a human and who doesn't, liberal with their power, right? Liberal with imposing regulations, liberal with imposing fees, liberal all day. I have not misappropriated that term. I know exactly what they are. And when you try to say that they're not liberals, the only thing that you're helping them do is cover up their sin. You might want to stop doing that, right? So yes, they are liberals. So at the end of the day, y'all, you have these Democrats who want to project all their nonsense on the Republicans. You know, Democrats, the party of the KKK, they hate the Jews. Democrats, and this ain't no new socialist party with the Democrats. The Democrats have always been that. They've always been this way. The bottom line is the Democrats, slavery, socialism, communism. Somebody is going to be made to pay what they feel entitled to. That is who they are. They've always been. So I get sick of when I hear, you know, Republicans talk about this new socialist Democrat. Man, this ain't new. Come on, man. You know, but that's why Democrats get away with this stuff, because Republicans treat this like this is something new. It's not new. You guys should have saw this a long time ago. Been trying to tell you. You know, Republicans do it to themselves. That's how Democrats keep getting ahead the way that they do, right? I'm not sure a lot of Republicans know who these people are. Of course you don't know who they are, because you've been educated by them. Who runs the school system, right? You don't think some of that influence ain't snuck in there somewhere? Yeah, they got you, all right? So now, here it is, we got these Democrats who are able to get away with accusing us of being exactly what they are. You know, Democrats showing their true socialist colors that they've shown for a long time, just like the Nazis, right? And they're going to stand in solidarity with the Muslims, just like Hitler did, right? They got that distinction, man. That's them. That's not us, you know? So, but they want to call Republicans anti-Semitic. Nah, man. Nah. All right, so we got folks out there trying to get that gas, man. This is like a throwback. And I know some people out there, you know, you guys, I be hearing radio show hosts out there talking about, I was the first to say it, you know, that with this is just like Jimmy Carter. Biden is the new Jimmy Carter with this gas crisis and stuff like that. Oh, whatever, man. A lot of us remembered that. But you got these people out there beating their chest, wanting to boast about how they're the first one to think that this Biden thing is like a throwback to Jimmy Carter, and Biden is like a Jimmy Carter part 2. It's like, come on, man. It's a lot of us remember that, and we made the correlation too. You know, get over yourselves. So at any rate, we got, you know, and we got Jimmy Carter, man, or Biden, who is like a Jimmy Carter on steroids with this, you know, with this gas crisis, and so we got, now this came to pass, man, because of a Russian hack attack, right? Oh, this is new. Russians hacking into our business. Oh, this is new. So we got as it turns out, the hackers, they got that ransom money, right? They got $5 million. Well, I guess at least they're not big thinking hackers. You know, I guess this company got off light. 5 million? That was the ransom? $5 million? I mean, don't get me wrong, man. I'm glad it wasn't more than that, but Colonial Pipeline is going to make that 5 million back. What, in a few days? It ain't going to take them that long to make that money back. 5 million? So hey, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, y'all. $5 million ain't nothing to sneeze at. Oh, Lord, have mercy. You know, if Bronze Serpent Media could come up with 5 million, the content that we would be busting out there, you know, because that's what it's about, man. We trying to take this stuff. I would like to think that these are reasonable ideas, reasonable a dose of reasonable perspectives that we bring to the table as far as this goes. But man, if we could put these in creative mediums, right? That takes some coin, man, to do that. But that's what we want to do. We want to make a supply of these creative ideas to take this reason and take it out to the culture, man, because that's how the left is doing it. The left takes these creative means and then lies to people with them. We want to be able to take creative means and tell them the truth. We need money for that. So $5 million wouldn't be nothing to sneeze at to be able to go ahead and really get that going. But I am so thankful to you guys who at least try to, you come up off and you understand that freedom isn't free and maintaining freedom ain't free. And you guys help to keep the lights on here. I'm so grateful for you guys. Please don't ever think that we ain't grateful, man, because we certainly are. But at any rate, y'all, $5 million is what they got. They're going to make that back in a few days. However, it kind of sucks that they're going to make that back, at the payers. The payers are probably going to see a little price hike, right? I don't know if there's going to be any gouging. I hope not. I don't think they're going to gouge. But for y'all who are affected in the area by this, you're probably going to see a little bit of a price hike. You can thank the hackers for that. I hope you guys don't end up thinking that the people to blame for that is going to be Colonial pipeline, per se. Who knows? Maybe there's more to it than that. But on the surface, people tend to want to, like, right off the bat, blame the business owner. They don't consider, like, what expenses that they have to pay. Prices aren't always set by greed. I hope you guys are familiar with Thomas Sowell. I'm sure a lot of you guys are. I'm familiar, and he breaks it down really good. It's like people have this prejudice about people setting their prices according to greed. And Thomas Sowell's like, no, dude, people don't. It's like only really dumb people do that. And if a person is going to set their prices according to that, they know who to target for people who will pay that, people who can afford to pay that. They know how to set prices according to that, but not generally. They have a clientele. They've got a demographic for whom they can set those prices for, people who are willing to pay that kind of money for that. But they don't just generally go and do that to everybody. Right? If they really want to make money, the way you actually really make money is to set your prices as low as you can, not as high as you can. Smart business people who want to stay in business for the long run set their prices low, not high. All right. So when you do see them high prices, it's because these businesses have to recover their costs somehow because of the expenses that were imposed on them to be able to get their products or whatever regulations or fees or imports or any stuff like that they may have to pay to cover their costs. And this right here is most likely going to be, the people at the pump are going to have, some of that cost passed on to them. That's not particularly a fault of Colonial Gas. That's going to be these hackers, But like I said, man, I don't know if they're going to make that money back like in a few days. So I'm not an economist, man. I ain't gonna, of course, you guys do your research. That's my speculation, just the way I see these things play out, in the business world. That's the way it seems to usually go. I'm not one who sticks his nose in an economy book all the time. Like I said, I'm down my dude Thomas Sowell. Learning some stuff from that, but I ain't no economist. But I look at how this stuff plays out in the real world, and chances are, this ain't gonna be like the price spike. I don't know if it's gonna be long lived. They're gonna make that money back, pretty soon. At any rate, but Biden's answer to this, Biden's answer is, one, he's warning the gas company to not price gouge. It's like, dude, won't you save that tough talk for the people who actually made the attack, But it seems like he's got more, admonishing and warning for the gas company than he does for the people who attacked. But I understand though, Biden, you probably don't want to, rock your business, your family business relations. I mean, national relations with Russia. Excuse me, a little slip there. So we got, and then Biden's going to ramble off some nonsense about a cybersecurity executive order. You want to get around to that now? Okay, yeah, okay. Well, let's get that thing up and running. Let's get those cybersecurity things going up and get them running, because we would hate for those things to not be in play, because we want those things working. So you can't steal an election anymore. So yeah, Biden, let's do that. Let's get them cybersecurity things up and running. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today, man. That's what came across. But that's all I could take for today, man. Even my own doses from the Zoloft, man. I don't want to, full on OD. Well, actually, you know what? You can't OD on the truth. Just like, when whatever you're drinking out of this mug, you can't OD on it. It's gonna be good for it's good nooch, man, when you're drinking out of these mugs. So you want to make sure that you go to bronzeserpentmedia.com and you can get these, very attractive, very sexy sipping Sanity mugs. Yeah. Sanity is sexy. So you want to make sure that you get your Zoloft mug, get your dose of head right. and be over at bronzeserpentmedia.com. As always, y'all, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. For my folks in there, blessings to you. And you know that if you're doing some media, you got a channel where you're doing commentary and stuff like that, and you're trying to do your part to promote some sanity in the culture, make sure you leave your link. I hope you guys left your link. I'm getting ready to sign off. And hopefully, matter of fact, the chat, goes down after I shut off, man. But you guys know that you can, hit that comment section too, man. Hit that comment section. And leave your links in there, man, and everybody go and subscribe to their page and stuff like that. Let folks know that there's an interest for the truth to be told by these different folks, So that being said, blessings. We'll talk again soon. Yeah.